So, the other day, Anna and I went into town, and we were getting snacks for our D&D sessions that we do every Saturday. And it was a little bit of a cooler day outside, so I was wearing one of my cute new berets that I got, and I was wearing a flannel shirt over my t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants. And as we finish checking out and we're getting ready to leave, this guy is leaving around right as we are, and he stops and he turns around and looks at me and he's like, "Aren't you hot wearing long sleeves and wearing that thing on your head?" And I'm like, yeah, not really, I'm good.
And he's like, "I shaved my head and
I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt and I'm sweating like a whore in church."
You know, we appreciate honesty of people.
And then he's like, "Appreciate being young because I'm 49 years old and I've had both my hips replaced."
And I'm like, I don't know where the hips came from.
His hips don't lie.
His hips don't
and
lie.
And they don't work.
No.
I was going to say, you're telling me he's 49 and he is not loving it.
No, he's not.
Why did I write this? Brought to you by the record button.
Ooh, welcome to Why Did I Write This? I'm Anna. By the way, we read bad writing. Ooh. I'm Anna.
I'm Harmony.
Oh, I'm Bev.
And welcome to a spooky ookie episode.
Yeah, we're coming up on Halloween real soon, so we have some spookier themed stories to share with you today.
Well,
nothing's gonna get spookier than Murdoch's wedding.
You're not wrong. Mine's just another supernatural fan fiction.
I have a short poem and then a story that I wrote in collage, and it's a ookie spooky. And Beth said that she does not have anything, so she can help me read it, because it might be a little scary.
Oh, it's so scary.
So scary.
Well, do you want to start with your
poem? I'll start with my poem, because it's short. It's listed as My Fears, okay? And I wrote this in 2014. Yeah. My fears. I fear of those with many faces. Many sights, many places. I fear with guilt upon my heart. I don't do enough of my part. I don't do enough of... Wait, what? Oh.
Reading the same line.
I fear dolls and ghosts and creepy things.
You worked at a haunted house
as a doll.
Yeah. And? They stare, they creep, they're unloved things. That's why. They're spooky.
Like the undesirables?
Yes. Undesirables, by the way, were what we referred to as like a bunch of baby dolls at Dollar Tree. They were just stuffed into a box. A fear of hate and being hated. I please people to avoid being gated. I struggle with that still sometimes.
Being gated?
No, being a people pleaser.
Damn those picket fences.
I can't get past it. I fear of time lost and time spent, for fear of anger and fear of vent. I fear those who tower me.
Sorry. Just
my crotch vibrated.
I just love fear of vent. You can go into your bathroom.
Oh god, where's that air coming from? No!
I used to be scared that someone would watch me through the vents while I showered.
I think that's a normal fear to have.
I fear those who tower me. They're big and scary, and so I flee. I'm scared of tall people, apparently.
Just tall people.
Just tall people.
I fear of disasters, and uncontrollably I die painfully from such, probably.
What?
Whoa, okay. Took a little bit of a turn there, but okay. Use your turn signal next time, please.
That was just word vomit. I fear of death and what it does, of being no more only ashes and fuzz.
I wish I could just be fuzz.
Snapping. That's some slam poetry there.
I fear of failure and loss. I do mess up too much to cross. I fear loneliness and silence. Silence pierces my ears. I have tinnitus. There is no more. I am all alone with my fears. No one can stop them. No one can save me.
Oh boy.
Thanks for the
Oh my
snick
gosh.
snaps.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Moving and poetic.
Delightful. Well, while she is finding her next
I
thing,
already found it.
delightful, I am going to share my supernatural fanfic that I've got. I titled it, "You Must Have Issues If You're a Ghost Who Is Here Only 'Cause She Can't Tie a Tie."
That
That
is
is-
a long title. That's a supernatural fanfic?
Yes.
I thought it was a Fall Out Boy title.
Could be that too.
Yeah.
But they better give me credit.
Dang.
In any case, I wrote it for a friend in middle school, I believe.
What characters, in case people don't know supernatural things?
So it's going to be the main two characters, Sam and Dean.
Oh, finally
And-
Sam gets some action.
Didn't like the way you said that, but okay.
Finally, Anna gets a cease and desist.
And then Castiel, who is another major character after season 5.
That's how you say the name.
Yeah.
What you would think it was said?
I thought it was Castile.
Castile?
Yeah.
Like Castile iron?
Sure. And then we also have my original character, Ember, and she's not possessed by a demon this time.
Yes.
Serena?
No. Okay. Fuck.
Oh, what?
My brain stopped for a second. It's fine.
Good to buffer?
Yes. Sam, Dean, Castiel, and Ember were all investigating a strange case at a tie shop. All the ties had been mysteriously tossed around the shop and scorched with fire. They arrived and snuck inside. Dean took out the ghosty findery device, and it
Wow.
started to make the noise it does when it finds a ghost.
How old were you when you wrote this?
I was in middle school,
Did you
so I
write
was
this
like,
with seriousness, or is it...
it's very lighthearted.
Okay.
Damn it! What's wrong? Dean asked Ember. That wasn't me, she replied. Damn it! The voice said again. They looked around and saw a young girl standing in front of a mirror, attempting to tie a tie. Dean grabbed an untouched tie from a nearby shelf and held it near the girl. Dean, what are you doing? Sam asked. The girl turned and hissed when she saw the tie. She yanked it out of Dean's hand, and it started to burn. Found the ghost, Dean exclaimed.
Oh.
Do you know how much better the episodes would be if this is actually how it frickin' went?
Speaking of hissing, I had a friend that used to hiss at me.
It's fair. I also used to be the kind of person who hissed at people. Honestly, I still do sometimes. Just
You do.
like,
You have.
yeah. When they're doing something I don't like. She doesn't seem to be much of a threat if all she does is harm the ties, Ember stated. Damn it, stupid god fucking shit motherfucking bitch ass ties! Why are you untieable if you are called a tie? I swear you're just doing this to annoy me, the ghost said.
Like your father.
That was a mood, and I feel that every day at work.
She ripped the tie off from around her neck and threw it across the room, and it started burning. She grabbed another one and fumbled with it, making another attempt to tie it. Do you need some help?
She's just burning through all these ties.
She is. That's why they called him in. They're like, all my ties are getting fucking destroyed. I need to sell these.
Oh.
Do you need some help? Sam asked her awkwardly. No, I got this. We can teach you... We can teach you how to tie a tie, you know, Dean told her. She ripped the tie off and grabbed another one. Fine, she said.
Oh, I was hoping for a fuck, but, you know.
It took a few attempts, but she finally got the tie tied properly. Finally! Well, thanks. I'm leaving now. She walked over to the front desk and dropped off some money on the counter
Oh
to
my
pay for
God.
her tie. She walked out.
Did she pay
Just
for
the
all the ones that
one?
she burned?
No. Just for the...
It's covered by insurance. It's fine.
She walked out and the ghosty findy device stopped making noise. Oh shit, fuck.
She accidentally scrolled up and the story disappeared. Got it back. It's fine.
The hunters turned around to see Castiel in front of the mirror, fumbling with his tie. How did she do that? He asked. The end.
Oh my god. That would be an episode I would have actually watched.
Good story.
Thank you.
That was the best one we've ever had. Top 10 for me.
Words. It's late at night. It's past my grandma bedtime.
You are a grandma.
So, I wrote this story in collage, like I stated earlier.
Yes,
It does not have a title. I'm gonna let Beth start reading it, since
no.
she hasn't read anything yet tonight.
Okay, that's the name.
So, here she goes. Let me know if you know where this is based at.
I think I do. Oh, okay. Molly casually flipped her chestnut hair behind her shoulders as she slunk down between the two plywood walls. It was a slow night and not too many patrons were passing through. It was probably because it was Thursday, and outside it was 24 degrees. The inside of the old abandoned house was bitter and unfeeling. Molly shivered under her dress as she waited for more patrons to pass through.
I think I also know where this is taking place.
It's gone.
It's very gone. R.I.P.
The eerie music boomed over her head. It was never eerie. You're a dang liar. Boomed over her head as she zoned off and allowed the epileptic, oh my god, strobe firing. Girl, you gotta write some better, okay?
I didn't proofread.
Oh my god, she zoned off and allowed the epileptic strobe firing sporadically in the room over. Okay. The other actors were silent, listening carefully for their cute, that's the wrong one, to get ready to spook the people passing through. When Molly checked the time on her phone, she said under her breath, 2 more hours of this. Oh, crap. 2 more hours of this crap. She flapped her head back and let the wall catch it for support. I don't think it was gonna catch it. Maybe some brain damage. Yeah. She allowed her eyes to close and she attempted to imagine herself snuggled under her heated blanket in her dorm room. What are you writing about me? It's weird.
I wasn't writing about you.
Her vision was cut short, however, when she heard the door to her room creak open. She quickly scrambled to her trembling feet and huddled into her distorted position. Okay, in case you can't tell, this is... Do you tell it later? Do you say what it is at all?
No.
Okay. It's a haunted house.
It's based on the haunted house that we worked at for a few years that recently shut down. R.I.P. and piss.
Okay.
Wrist and piss and piss.
Oh.
Did I say wrist and piss and piss?
You sure did. I wasn't going to question it.
She held her breath and waited to see who was coming. Oh, it's just you. She unraveled herself and approached the character robed in a black cloak. What are you doing out of your spot? Connor is going to chew you out if he sees you here. The man stood still, unmoving. Molly waved her small hand in front of his face. Hello? Why aren't you answering me? If you're trying to scare me, Dylan, it won't work.
Dylan.
God.
Dylan.
I hate these names.
Me too.
The figure didn't flinch or twitch a single muscle. Molly bit her lip. She hand built it herself. Molly bit her lip and crossed her arms. You're being really weird right now. Go away before you get us in trouble. She twirled around and slumped down to the floor again. The figure just gazed at her as she got situated. Dylan, freaking stop. You're being so freaking annoying right now.
So freaking annoying. Oh my gosh.
Don't be a freaking freak.
Molly retrieved a shawl stuffed behind the grudge-esque life-size doll from beside her and draped it over her shoulders. The man then slowly and gracefully came near her. His cloak seemed stiff and unmoving. He bent down and with a gloved hand,
You whipped that page.
he reached out and gingerly gripped her shoulder. Your hand is freezing. Jeez, Dylan. And you're dressed warmer than me. The figure removed his hand, but stayed hunched over, face only a few inches from hers.
You keep making these faces like,
It's because I'm trying to read them like you put things together.
I know.
Honest handwriting is very difficult to read.
Yeah.
It's gotten better.
I helped you study for college, and let me tell you, that was a pain.
Because I wrote things frantically.
Well, this is very frantic. Hey, Malls. A young girl working the clown room behind her room. You gotta put some spaces in here, ma'am. A young girl working the clown room behind her room peered over the... What? What the...
Here, let me read it.
Temport maze wall?
No.
What does that say?
10 foot.
Okay. Over the 10-foot maze wall. Okay. Molly craned her neck up to look at her. Can you just look at people in a normal way? You're just like, slam my head into the wall a few times. It's fine. What's up? Who are you talking to? You've been talking to air for like 5 minutes now. What? Molly looked forward to see that the figure was gone. The guy from the dark hallway was here just staring at me. Didn't you see him come through your room? The little clown girl seemed confused and shook her head. No, nobody came through. I can still hear Dylan and Nathan talking.
Dylan!
Talking in the dark maze. You've literally been talking to nothing. Molly's green eyes grew wide. She knew something was there. She rubbed her eyes. Oh my god. Furiously. It looks like you put furious and ferociously together. Ferociously. And nothing changed. Are you okay? How much sleep have you had? The girl asked. Not much, apparently. Well, let me know if you need anything. I think a group is coming through, so I'll talk to you later. The clown girl disappeared, and Molly waited for the night to finish up. Here you go, friend.
Oh, thank you. I'm back. The night ended at 10:30 as the last-minute groups came through. Molly hopped in her beat-up Honda Accord and began her long, ominous drive through the country toward her dorm. While she was driving, she couldn't help but think about the strange man that only she could see. Who was that? What was it? Was she going crazy? Ugh, I really must be tired and imagining things.
So you definitely should be driving right now.
Exactly.
Hallucination, very tired, 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect combination.
So safe.
I need a vacation, Molly mumbled to herself.
Me too.
Same. She tried forcing herself to maintain eye contact on the ever-winding road. The road that just seems to keep going and going and going and going.
Question. Can you maintain eye contact with the road since it doesn't look back at you?
Yes.
Okay, I just,
The roads are ever watching.
Oh.
They see all.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You should be scared.
So spooky.
Molly began nodding off until a loud horn awoke her. She quickly jolted her attention back to Earth and swerved back into her lane, nearly missing a head-on collision. Oh my god, that was freaking close. Pay attention, Molly. She scolded herself.
Dang it, Molly.
Almost killed a guy. Oh, come on, Molly.
This is so typical of me. I'll listen to some music. Maybe that will keep me awake.
Oh, so now we're doing distracted driving on top of the fact that we're already sleepy.
Molly doesn't make good choices, can't you tell?
Is this a PSA?
She's gonna be the first one to die in this horror movie.
But she has chestnut hair. That's not how that works.
And she tosses it back.
And hits the wall.
Okay.
She
It's a beautiful noise.
She quickly flicked her eyes to her radio and turned it on. The current station crackled through the speakers. Dang it, the reception out here sucks. She began fiddling with the tuning knob, checking the road. Crash! Her car fell onto the shoulder of the road and hit the gravel at an awkward angle. Her car tumbled down the ditch and slammed upside down into a tree. Molly hung limp from her seatbelt, dangling like a rag doll. She was paralyzed. Everything in her ears rang.
Like, actually paralyzed or, like, just paralyzed with fear?
Probably just couldn't move. She was in an accident.
I'm just saying you usually need doctors to help you figure that out, but it's fine.
Well, if you can't move, I'm pretty sure that you know you can't move.
You know, I hadn't considered that.
It really is that simple.
Everything in her ears rang. Her vision was bright and blurry. As she scanned her surroundings with faint flicks, she saw a dark cloaked figure standing a short distance away. He slowly stretched out his palm, and Molly's vision delved into an abyss.
R.I.P.
The end.
R.I.P. Abyss.
Hey, what's this you got going on the next page?
What? Oh, my little ghosty picture?
He says boo.
It says, boo, kids just go spooky. It's a little ghost hiding behind a big pumpkin. I wrote it on October 31st in 2014. It's like one of those journal entries where it's like a picture and then you write
Yes.
behind it.
Yeah. Is it a good journal entry?
I don't know. It's
It
just
looks
a
like
bunch
it's
of...
Just a bunch of Halloween related words.
Yeah. It's just,
What?
what is that word? Just not discernible, but not
What? Are
messy.
What?
It makes no sense.
Indistinguishable.
Thank you.
Don't know if that's the right word you were looking for, but it's close enough.
It's
Okay,
It
so
works for me.
She failed math class. She failed English class.
I didn't fail. I didn't fail.
No, Anna got the best grades out of all of us, so
Fair
Did
enough.
I? Are you sure about that?
Better than me. You made honor roll multiple times, didn't you?
I did. I graduated with honors from the first collage I went to.
Yeah,
I should take those back.
couldn't be me.
Couldn't be you. It could be anybody if you wanted to. Hold on. Before we end, so
Hey, well, while you're looking at things, Harmony,
Yes.
yeah.
where can we find some extra episodes if people are interested? They liked what they heard today.
Yeah, so if you are interested in more things done by the record button or just want to follow us
I
on
didn't bring it with
social
me.
follow us on social media for
Sorry.
updates, you can go to recordbuttongroup.com. We have links to all of our social media, and you can find links to anywhere that you can listen to us.
Except for Spotify. We're not on Spotify, apparently.
Spoofy.
Except for listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah, if you listen to us on Spotify, it's actually a figment of your imagination. We're broadcasting live to your brain.
I have one more poem that I want Harmony to share.
Oh, okay.
It's considered spooky, but for some reason oddly relevant.
Okay.
When was it dated so people know?
It was dated October 17th of 2014, and it's titled Sickness. This unexplained filth of which lives inside me cannot be explained. Where did it come from? This I cannot answer. Perhaps it was because, and I make no accusations, when you sneezed in your palm, wiped it off, and caressed my cheek, how slimy it felt. That's disgusting.
That is somebody, they are just having a great time hearing that. You've made their night.
Or maybe you never washed your hands after using the facilities. Who knows how I received such a cough, such a sneeze, and my wonderful headache. To better oneself, perhaps one should become isolated. Perhaps you should become cleanly so as not to infect. Or perhaps, just maybe, we shall go our separate paths.
Question, was this when, like, Ebola was a whole thing?
I don't know.
I don't know, it was in 2014, but yes.
You know?
Rather relevant.
That's
really
extremely relevant.
Unintentionally
very
relevant.
icky.
But
Yeah, I really like the part where you caress somebody with your slimy, sneezed-on hands.
that's scary.
When I first read that part, I thought it was going in the direction of when you sneezed on my arm.
I would never do such a thing. Don't accuse me of crimes I
We were
did not
playing
commit.
video games and she sneezed on my arm. It was so gross.
You were in my sneezing path.
Well, maybe you should have put your sneezing path somewhere else.
Okay, well, friends, that was all I had for you today.
You know, that was really spooky. I think we're gonna have a lot of people with nightmares tonight.
Hand candy out to everybody, including adults and teenagers, because they deserve free candy too. PSA. Have fun, be safe, and party hardy.
Don't sneeze onto people's arms, apparently.
Don't do that either. That's gross.
And make sure you say trick or treat and thank you. Okay.
Ooh, happy Halloween.
Love you, goodbye.
Love you,
Spooky.
goodbye.
Why did I write this?
Hi friends, so I want to give some thanks and some shout outs to our patrons on Patreon.
Yes, thank you very much to Terry Cotman for your support.
If you are interested in checking out our Patreon and potentially subscribing to us, feel free to check the link in our description of this episode. Thank you very much.
Bye.